Hello, moms, dads, caregivers. I wanted to just come through and share a resource with you. So if you see, you can see my screen, you notice that I'm on a site called Epic, or actually you'll have to type in Get Epic. But if you Google Epic, it'll come up. It's also available as an app, and you can put it on your phones or you can put it on your tablets. It's just a cool way to get instant access to free digital books. I happen to be like an old school book snob, and I kind of like just love I love the smell of the pages of books. But we are moving into a digital age, and also just in terms of access. Outside is closed. We don't want to be spending lots and lots of money on books. We don't have to because we have sites like this. Also, your public library should have an app. Overdrive is one, Libby is one, where you can get online books to e-readers. And again, like even though it's digital, you can still like I have on my tablet, I can still like turn the pages and have like that book reading experience. Okay, let's get into it. So Epic, I want you to go to Epic, create an account. Some of your kids might already be using Epic. Like I know my nephew, for example, his teacher is using Epic. So if teachers are using it, what they're probably doing is assigning books and assignments via Epic, which is cool. But for us as parents, we can also have an account. I told my sister to create her own account. So you'll see, like it says right here, parents. So I signed up as a parent. And so what I would do is be able to come on, let me show you. So you can explore like all the different books that they have on here. And so it's almost like, okay, teachers assigning books that they want them to read. They also may be telling the kids to choose books for independent reading. And we can go on here and find books that we just want to read aloud, right? We can, cozy up somewhere in the house and just have like a quick read aloud moment where you're reading the book and your reader is just following along with you. It's a powerful act. Studies show that not even in the classroom, and I tell teachers this all the time, that in the classroom, even though they've had access to like playbooks online or playbooks using the smartboard, and it might feel like it's engaging, but it's actually not better than reading to the kids themselves. Because it's important for students to hear their teacher's voice and to actually see the act of reading. It helps to build fluency and vocabulary, and it's a lot different from just playing it an audio. And audio and technology does have its place. I'm talking about like old school, like let me read this book to you and with you. And so I just want to encourage us to explore or the cool titles that are on here. You might even have a favorite book and you can type it into the search bar. Their library is somewhat limited, but not really. Look at these. Look at these cool titles. Look at these good titles. Some of these I haven't read. Okay, and so some of them are audio and some of them aren't. That's what I like about it because I'm going to show you one that isn't audio. Um, so if you pick an audio book, yeah, maybe you want to just sit down and watch it with your reader. But if you're picking like a book that's not an audio, we can read it to them. So these are some cool books. I used to have this book. This is a cool one. Lots of cool titles. Lots of great titles. Okay. Um, okay, let's get into it. So I'm gonna go to my library. I've already saved. Like I just started. I just got on Epic. So I was working on a workshop for teachers, and I knew that one of the questions would be, oh, like the kids don't have books and etc. So I'm sharing with them this resource in order to create accounts and share so that kids can have access to books. And I'm like, oh, I need to share this with my people, with my parents. So that's why I was like, oh, let me do this quick clip. And so I want to show you guys. This is my nephew's favorite book, Ada Twist Scientist. It's also one of my favorites. I love it. One of the things about a book like this, well, for one, look at the babies, they're brown. So I know that's one of the reasons why my nephew loves it. Um, so like I'm just using my arrow on my keypad to turn the pages. So yeah, you can just pull out with your kid real quick and do a reading. But I want to show you what I love about this book is that the words rhyme. And so that's an important skill. So I'm gonna just quickly share like a tidbit of a lesson. I didn't mean to when I sat down, but um, this is a teachable moment. So let me read like the first page, and then I'll tell you what is on my mind right now. Ada Marie said not a word till the day she turned 3. She bounced in her crib and looked all around, observing the world, but did not make a sound. She learned how to climb and made her big break with a trail of chaos left in her wake. She ran through the day, chasing each sound in sight, and she didn't slow down till she conked out at night. So, of course, you notice that these words rhyme. Rhyming books are super important. One of, so studies show that one of the things that is lacking when kids are not reading proficiently. So even when when you get to like the middle school and the high school level and kids aren't reading at grade level, and trust me, that is an issue. One of the things that studies have found is that they're lacking phonological awareness. So phonological, you might hear it, phonemic awareness and phonological awareness is not the same, but I don't want to get too deep into that right now. But the overall umbrella is phonological awareness. It is just the awareness of sounds and words. And so that's the building block to reading. It has nothing to do with like this physical sight of words, which is phonics, but phonological awareness is different. It's all about the sounds. And it's a skill that can be organically built. Again, like if you're reading nursery or singing nursery rhymes and even like that oral language it builds phonological awareness. Reading books with rhyming words, and that's why Dr. Seuss was so popular when we were younger. Reading books with rhyming words will help build those phonological awareness skills. And even in older kids, like my nephew is in 5th grade. We read these books last year when he was in 4th grade. He loved them. They're engaging books. And so what he begins to see is the association of sounds and words. And so what will happen is when kids become aware of this, then it helps them build the skills to be able to decode unfamiliar words, because they have more access to sounds. And so I see this word and I don't really know it. I don't really know it, but I know that sound because I've seen it before. So they begin to make those associations, and we call them like word analogies. Is something that I've taught in the classroom, and then kids are able to like pick it up. So it's really really cool, or good for lack of a better word. It's still early. I'm still drinking coffee. It's important to give access to books with rhyming words. Real quick, my son, when he was 3, he read his first word. We were like walking outside and he read the stop sign. And I was like, oh my God, did you just read that? I was so impressed. But I'm sure he just had memorized that was a stop sign. It's like, oh, it says stop. So I immediately started introducing him to like other words like hop and pop. And at that time I had got the book Hop on Pop, the Dr. Seuss book, because I wanted him to see like, yeah, that says stop. So then you can read this. If you can read stop, then you can read top and pop. And so that's what begins to happen. And so that's why books like this with rhyming words are so important. And it's right here on Epic. This is a great book, and there are others by the same author. So get into it, check it out. Epic.com. You can Google it, and now you have instant access to great books right there at home. See y'all next time.